Hello everybody. Welcome on in. If you are new here, I am Astrologer Victoria from Your Wings of Ascension, and this is your daily astrological horoscope for Tuesday, June 20th of 2023. All right, so we are still very much feeling this new moon energy from the weekend. We do have, though, again with the white, we're going with the white pen, friends. We're going with it. We have the sun at 29 degrees. We've talked about this before. Anytime you have a planet at 29 degrees, this is your planet reaching its zodiac sign's deadline. So you are trying to get everything in. The sun being our energy source, the Gemini being connected into our mind, connecting into communication, learn to speak. See, that's a perfect example, right? I'm trying to get this out and I trip on my words. There you go. Lived example of what I'm talking about. 29th degree. You want to get it out. You stumble on your words. You may have an extreme uptick in emails, in phone calls. You may bump into your coworker and you're like, I got to get things done. But then you start chit-chatting. You may be like, oh my God, I got to finish my book. 29th degree is always under pressure. That's that. We do get support because this square to Neptune is lessening. You can see sun, 29 degrees, Neptune still at 27, so the fog is moving out. The uncertainty of this new moon energy, where we were like, yeah, I know what I want, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know if it's the right thing. That's starting to dissipate. So we're able to feel into more easily this change that we want to make. We get support from this because Mercury is still in this good sextile over to both Venus and Mars. The Venus to Mercury sextile is not as tight because Mercury has moved forward. So you see 13 to 16, but Mercury at 16, Mars at 18, that is building. So our mind is not necessarily as on fire as it was, but I mean, it's still there. They're very close to each other. 3 degrees, they're very, very close. So we have this burning passion. We have this energy to get it done, and our mind is clicking in as well. I don't remember if I said this or not. I'm not going to lie. But with Venus getting very close to Mars, our passion is just through the roof anyway. And it's like a motivated passion. So we want it, and we are going to go get it. And it could be anything from a piece of clothing to a car, to a job, to a person. You want it, you get it. That is when you have Venus, Mars. However, be very careful that you don't push too far and take that passion to an extreme where it becomes obsession, where it becomes intensity, where it borderlines on creepy. Okay, keep that in mind. Not saying many of you will, just saying it could be there. But I think the big thing for today is Chiron. And I'm actually going to change the color of the pen with this one because I think this is kind of really the big thing that we're able to work through. So Chiron is, and I'm going to give you the aspects and then we'll talk about it, is in a sextile to Mercury. And then over here, trining both Mars and Venus. So we will discuss this one. Chiron, we've talked about before, is our wounded healer, is the wounded healer. Chiron represents the wound deep within us that we cannot heal. This is something we carry our entire life, but as soon as we become aware of it, we're able to start healing it to an extent. We're able to learn from it and grow forward from this place of wounding. So when we have Chiron in positive aspect to Mercury, our mind, Venus, our heart, and Mars, our action center, we are able to very easily start healing these wounds. Yes, they will never fully be healed, but it's, you got that big nasty cut in your arm, you're cleaning it out, you're putting the ointment in it, you're dressing the Band-Aid, you start to feel better. That's where we're at. That moment where, oh, there's stuff in the cut. Let me clean it. Let me pack it. Let me cover it. That's what we're doing. And we do get support from this from, what color should I use for the moon? We'll go pink. How about that? And you should probably see it, huh? I just start doing it before you can see it. The moon over here is still in Cancer. And Cancer moon, it's at home. The moon is at home in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. This is where the moon wants to be. The moon's happy to be here. And the moon is making positive aspects over to both Neptune and overnight over to Uranus. So dreams are significant. I have to move to see. So here I am over here bopping around. Our dreams can be very significant. With Uranus, you have the cosmic everything. You have cosmic downloads. And when the moon is making positive aspect to it, big things come through, big messages. So what did you dream about? I don't know what you dreamt about, but hopefully you remember, and hopefully it was good for you because it's ripe for it. But the moon is going to, later in the day, oppose Pluto. Yes, it's going to make a square over to Chiron also. But all of this coming together, even with the moon squaring to Chiron and the moon opposing Pluto, this feels like a time of healing, because moon square to Chiron is an uncomfortable situation where your emotions don't necessarily fit where you need to heal. So it may be emotionally uncomfortable. That's that leap of faith that training wheels are coming off. Go. When you have the opposition from moon to Pluto, anything Pluto touches becomes intense. So your emotions become intense. But Pluto is about change. So this is seeing what needs to change emotionally so that we can in turn work on this Chiron wounding. So this Neptunian fog has moved out, this new moon energy we're feeling, and we have an opportunity to work on some wounds. I think this is really beautiful. Is it necessarily fun to work on wounds? No, but the aspects are positive, so it works in our favor. Not too scary in all actuality. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So dive in. Let your intuition be your guide. We're still sticking with that. All right. As I tell you every time, you've got this. We've got this. I love you very much, and I will see you on Wednesday.